So that's what happened to the University of Timbuktu. So your pyramids that you see over there in Giza, those are not actually pyramids. That's actually when. All right, yeah. So we back. So what I was basically saying was that Egypt is in America. It is not located over there in Africa. All right, and a main thing that you need to know is that the ancient name of Egypt was the land of red earth. All right. So this is the true secret of why the clay is red in Georgia. I know y'all all heard of Georgia clay, right? And the main thing about Georgia clay is that it's red. Okay? Well, the reason it's red is because it's a part of ancient Egypt. Except for we didn't call Georgia Egypt, we called it Atlanta because it's the capital of Atlantis. But every place that is a part of ancient Egypt has red soil. Remember, what is the ancient name of Egypt, Cosmic family? The land of red earth. You can Google this. They'll tell you this in their Google. Look up the land of red earth. They'll also tell you it's a place where highly advanced spiritual beings go, right? But another statement is that the land of red earth had red soil. Remember I just told you, I said Alabama and all these states are all upper and lower Egypt. Well, you know how you know that that's true? Because every place I name has red soil. The Carolinas has red soil. You can find red soil in Tennessee. You can find red soil all the way up to as far as Maine. Now let's go down. You can find red soil in Georgia. You will find red soil in Alabama. You find red soil in Louisiana. You can find red soil in Arkansas. You can find red soil in Texas. You can find red soil in New Mexico. You can find red soil in Arizona. In fact, Arizona and California and Nevada, these places are so known for having red soil that they call it red deserts. Even when you go out to Arizona, the entire atmosphere itself appears red. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But that is due to the fact that this is the land of the red earth, right? So this is the true reason that Georgia clay is red, but a lot of people don't know that Georgia clay is not the only place that has red soil because people don't study topography and terrains like that. So when I'm telling you that all these states is upper Egypt and these other states is lower Egypt, you know what lets you know that it's true? Because Egypt was called the land of red earth because it had red soil. In all these states I just named you, you can find red soil in these states. But you will not find red soil in the Midwest. It has black soil. You're not going to find red. Remember, I just told you the Midwest is not a part of Egypt. Egypt is only from Memphis, Tennessee, up to Pennsylvania, all the way up to Maine, down to the Carolinas. Those states. The other states of Alabama, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Texas, New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona, California, that's all lower Egypt, and they all have red soil. Any other state I did not name is not a part of upper or lower Egypt. This is why I kept saying that Egypt is in America, it's located in America, but those other states like the Midwest, where I'm from, I'm in this incarnation, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Minnesota, Missouri, South Dakota, North Dakota, they don't have red soil. They don't have red, they have black soil. And some of the richest soil on the planet is in the Midwest because they have black soil, and that's what it's for, fertilizing, right? That's a whole separate lecture, right? Right? That's all part of Chicago, and that's a whole different lecture I'm going to break down for y'all. So you got to know that we gods. You got to know that we come from the cosmos. So you got to know that they came and invaded our planet. And you got to know about these things that took place in history, and how are you going to know that if you don't know where everything is located? See, when I speak to you, I'm going to use science. That's the true secret of why the clay is red in Georgia. Because it's all a part of ancient Egypt. And you have some of the most powerful parallels. The 33rd parallel is the most powerful parallel on this realm. Right? And every place I named every place on that parallel has red soil. It's all a part of ancient Egypt, with Atlanta being the capital, being the most powerful part of the parallel. That's why they built the city. That's why Atlanta, Georgia is where it's located. That's why they made Atlanta, Georgia, Black Hollywood. And the other Hollywood is located in L.A., California. But guess what? All those major cities are on the 33rd parallel, and they all have red soil. Atlanta, Georgia, Dallas, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Birmingham, Alabama, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles. In the pyramids of Giza, they tell you it's on the 33rd parallel. The University of Timbuktu is on the 33rd parallel. So this is the true secret of why the clay is red in Georgia, the land of the red earth. You are walking through ancient Egypt if you are in these states. Basically, every state in America is either a part of Upper Egypt or Lower Egypt, except for the Midwest and the Plains states like Washington and Montana, Idaho, Colorado, Kansas, Wyoming, Nebraska. Those states in the Midwest are the only places in America that is not a part of ancient Egypt. That's a cosmic fact, family. They don't want you to know that. They got you thinking Egypt over in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that Africa is called Africa with its Quebec. They got you thinking that Africa is across the waters. They got you thinking that the only place pyramids was at was over there in Africa. They got you thinking the Egyptians was white. They got you thinking, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They got you thinking everything but what you need to think. You feel me, cosmic family? Tap back into your power. Remember who you are. Remember where you come from. Remember who you are. That's all I'm here to help you do. Remember who you are and where you're located.